guys, how's it going? Again, if you don't know me, my name is Clarissa. I am one of the trainers at Elite Physique, and today I have a HiiT program for you. We have 8 exercises. We want to run a 30-30 split, meaning that each exercise is 30 seconds. So we're going to set our timer up for 8 exercises, each exercise 30 seconds, and you want to try to get 4 rounds. If you're feeling really adventurous, you could do 5, but 4 is a pretty good number. We are going to do mostly body weight. We will need a kettlebell, a heavier one, and then a lighter one if you have access to those. If not, you can just go ahead and practice movement until you can get in and have access to one of our kettlebells. So we want to make sure that we are warmed up. So make sure that you've done something to warm up, whether it's jumping jacks, running in place, doing some squats, walking even would work. We just want to make sure that we have blood flow to all the tissues and we've got the fluid moving well through all the joints so that we don't hurt ourselves. From there, we're going to start exercise 1 is your basic squat jump. So feet slightly outside the hips, hinge back and down, nice and low, and then we're going to power up. And you're bringing those arms down, helping you to get up higher. Landings are super soft, so it's toe down to heel. We don't want to clump into the ground. That's a huge impact on both the knee and the ankle, the hips, even the spine. So super soft landings, control it. There you go. All right, so 30 seconds. From there, we're going to move into the 4-count flutter kick. So this is building off of one of the earlier programs. So here, remember, nice and flat. We do not want this arch in the back. So let's get that out. Contract the core, bring your spine onto the floor. See, now I can't really get my hand under there. So you're contracting the core, your spine is now neutral. You're gonna keep that contraction and then we're gonna raise the feet a little bit, not up here. This isn't doing much. You want your feet to be about, what is that, 6, I can't even see my feet, 6 to 46 inches off the floor. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? 30 seconds there. And then we get back up and we are going to move into an alternating kettlebell swing. So again, this is building on other things that we have learned before. So your kettlebell swing, right, is a hip hinge. So feet slightly outside the hips. We don't want to way out. We also do not want toes out to the side. So I want our toes mostly forwards. Strong core, stick your hips back. Back stays flat. And we do this by contracting the spine and pushing your butt back. Kettlebell should be about in the arches of your feet. And then we push it under and stand up. Okay, voila, kettlebell swing. So for alternating kettlebell swing, we are going to be alternating our hands. So we're going to push it under, stand up, right? One hand. And then you switch hands. So your grip is switching as the kettlebell comes up in front of the face. You are using a ton of hamstrings, of glutes, and then of obliques as well. So you should not feel it in the lower back. If you're feeling it in the lower back, then the hinge is not right and the core is not engaging. So then ask one of us and we'll be sure to help you out with that. So from there, then we drop it down to the floor for your mountain climbers. So that's your plank. Let me turn this here, right? So hands under the shoulder, back is flat, drawing the knee into the chest, high as you can get it. Good. Fast here would be more cardio that would get your heart rate up higher. Doing it slower and really focusing on drawing that knee up as high as you can get it, pressing through the shoulder joint, is going to be a lot more contraction in the core. From there, we're going to grab our heavy kettlebell again, and we're going to just practice the kettlebell deadlift. So, same setup as for the swing. Feet slightly outside the hips, not a lot. Toes forwards. Stick your hips back. Strong core, flat back. You should feel stretch here on the hamstrings. And again, we want to keep the spine neutral, so really strong stomach. Shoulders stay back. We don't want rounded forward shoulders. And stand up. and hinge, and stand up. So you're pressing through the feet, powering yourself up, using your core to keep that spine really neutral. Okay, so that's your kettlebell deadlift. Then we drop it back down to the floor for bicycles. And again, with the bicycles, we want to make sure that we're working core and that we're not pulling on our head. So hands go, I like to put my hands just on the outside of my ears. If you want to support your head, you can. Let's just not pull on the neck. So just let it rest in your interlaced fingers, and then you're going to draw the knee in, the other leg's going to extend, and then the knee that's in, you're going to take the opposite elbow to that knee. Good, and then you're going to switch it. And then switch. And again with these, you can go fast and make it all about that heart rate, or you can slow it down, really focus on that contraction, on that twist, on getting the elbow all the way to the knee, and on not having any tension in your cervical spine. Good. So from the bicycles, we're going to take it to a little kettlebell, and we're going to practice, it's called a windmill. So it's hamstrings, core, and shoulders. So a little wider setup than for the deadlift or the swing. You're going to take the kettlebell, put it by 1 foot, and then hinge, stick your butt back, find that stretch. Opposite hand goes to the kettlebell. So you're twisting across the body. Your hand that's not going to work can stay on your hip, or you can stick it out to the side. We're going to grab the kettlebell, keep the core tight, bring it in a curl, stand up, and press it up. So every time you're standing up, you're really powering, pressing through those feet, contracting the core, and then using the shoulder to press it up. Here, I'll show you from the front. So here, see, a little wider. We'll go down, my arms out to the side. I'm rotating here to grab the kettlebell, pressing through the feet, keeping my core tight. Stand up here. So that my back stays flat, spine stays neutral. We're not rounding. We are finding that hamstring stretch. Good. And then when you come around for round 2, make sure that you switch arms. And then from there, we drop it down to our plank here. So hands under the shoulders, get those back nice and flat. This is not a plank. I don't know what this is, but it's not a plank. So bring your butt up, get your butt in line with your shoulders. Not up here, but here. And then press through the shoulder joint. And you will find a whole new set of your abs that you didn't even know you had. Hands under the shoulders, fingertips are pushing down, and you should feel the whole stomach muscles working. All right, that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Have a wonderful rest of your workout, and I will see you around.